Hey everybody, John Henderson Pierre once again, the Beer Ramble back with you, another wine rambling edition, or I should say beer edition, but this time we're doing wine. And today we're looking at Livingston Cellars Burgundy. As you can see, I've kind of put a dent in that wine already. 12% ABV. Part of the E&J Gallo family of wines, which they do several from high-end wines to moderately reasonable priced wines to things that are bottom shelf or bottom of the barrel that they're sold in grocery stores that you wouldn't dare try, but hey, if you want to get a buzz, why not buy it? So I don't know. I guess Ronald J. Terrio, of course, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Look him up on YouTube. Also, John Neely, Johnanile. We've done some reviews of different styles of wines. I mean, we even did a session where Jay and I did a review of a Burgundy from Colorasi, which is part of the E&J Gallo family of, alcoholic beverages. Also, they do spirits as well. The New Amsterdam line of vodkas and gin, and also the E&J VSOP, and XO brandy. So their hands are in wine and in spirits as well. So we started doing wine reviews, and all of a sudden recently I've kind of gotten back in some of these wines, which I've had a lot of red wines I've sampled before. Most of the ones I buy, the moderately priced ones that are listed, whether they're part of the E&J Gallo family, like Liberty Creek, which is part of them, Tisdale, Turning Leaf. I bought those wines, to even stuff from the wine group, like Glen Ellen, or maybe Foxhorn. Brands of wines, Flip Flop, those brands of wines that I've had. I bought some of their wines as well. And, like any guy, I want, more bang for my buck. And a lot of these wines sometimes are pretty good, if not 10 times better than what you can buy, paying for a bottle of wine that's maybe $20 or $30. And yes, you have to look at this twist off cap and say, oh, this is just, I ain't buying this. This is trash. Horrible. I'm not doing this. Usually they will get this. So anyway, Burgundy. Nice little color you can see right here. Reading what it says. Borrowing over 75 years of fine wine making experience, each Livingston Cellars blend delivers quality and consistent. Livingston Cellars is the perfect wine to bring family and friends together. They're Burgundy brand. Then there's some cherries. Then it's just definitely some oak being in those barrels. You can sense it is right there immediately. Table wines versus, I guess, wines from the cork. I don't know. I guess table wines you can prepare with anything. With style Burgundy versus the Burgundy that Colorasi puts out, I would probably lean more towards that one because, Colorasi was something that was always on our table growing up when I was, as a kid. We had it with just about anything that was being served, from any time my mom was making spaghetti, or the Haitian style spaghetti, as some of you who were Haitian American would understand that, would know that, to, when we would do a big Thanksgiving feast at the house, we would have, wine, whether it be white or the red stuff, or, beer, whatever was being served, we would have, there would be booze, in the house, plenty of it. So, but a lot of people prefer the sweet stuff, the sweet reds, and the red Moscatos, the sweeter brands of wine, Merlots. Some may like from the folks like Arbor Mist, You know, folks like I won't go Mogan David or even Mashinovitz or Mankiewicz, Mashinovitz, you know, Manischewitz, excuse me, I should say. I said Mashinovitz, but Manischewitz, whatever it is, I've never been a fan of that wine. Both of them I did. Those are really, 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 really extra sweet. But Boone's Farm has a really sweet wine too, but it's kind of more low brow. If those who drink it, like even Wild Vines or even Irish Rose, you know, really low brow. But people prefer more wines that have a little bit of a sweetness, or more clear wines that are more sweet, like Moscatos. Wines that have a little bit of a raspberry, strawberry taste to it, you know. More of a very grape, and more of a very peach or a sort of pear sort of taste. You know, mostly clear. You know, even with the reds, they kind of want their reds a little bit sweeter, not overly sweet. Again, red Moscatos, that's kind of their style. My wines, in particular, I prefer reds. These are the ones I tend to drink. You know, the more dry, semi-dry, very little amount of sugar, if possible, in it. So, glass. And something I've been mostly on a wine kick recently. I don't know why. I've just been drinking a lot of red. Well, of course, in moderation, folks. Remember, moderation. But I've been drinking a lot of red wines as of lately, and they've been, you know, giving me sort of a good feel. You know, obviously, in between. The main thing, folks, is that in between your consumption of alcohol, make sure in between, just kind of throw in maybe 2, maybe 3 bottles of water and just guzzle it, and then kind of continue drinking. That really does help in terms of alleviate some of that, you know, hangover. And once I get done here, I probably will guzzle maybe a couple of bottles of water. But we're not asking to drink the whole gallon of wine at night. So, anyway, Livingston Cellars, again, this was about, again, one of these viewed as a moderately priced wine, similar to, again, this as well as Carlo Rossi, are part of the E&J Gallo family. These sort of big bottles, moderately priced. You're not going to break the bank. This one was about $10.70 where I bought this, $11.70. I bought this at Greer's Cash Saver, so it was a good buy. So I'm going to hold on to this until, you know, next week or next weekend, and have. But there's always been the big debate in terms of cost efficiency between red wines and beer, or any sort of wine versus beer. You know what, folks? Whatever you do, whatever you consume, whatever you choose, if you feel that it is the thing that is, you know, whatever for the best dollar, go have at it. But again, as I say, everything is in moderation. So, nice finish again. Nice finish, a nice little oak feel to this. I'm not getting definitely got some blackberries in this. I haven't had nothing all day, folks, in terms of a beverage, beverage, I mean. So this is like my 3rd glass today, since this evening, since I've been home. So, hey, but I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Hey, food-wise, compare this with beef, a good steak, heavy-duty pasta dishes, but again, when a lot of these table wines, are good with anything that's red, anything that is really seared perfectly to a T. That's when I say, you can really enjoy, a good glass with this. Again, it's a good table wine. We're hanging out with a group of people you can hang out with, Also, they do a lot of box wines. Now, Livingston, I have not seen any wines in their box. Everything is basically in these size bottles. This is a 4 liter. I believe this is a 4 liter size bottle. Let me take a look at the back. This is a 3 liter bottle of wine. So I don't see where, some places you could bring this. Obviously, it'd be best if it's better in a box. That'd be awesome. But but because some parks, certain places, particularly on a picnic, you can't bring bottles. You have to kind of be on your best behavior. Maybe a box wine would be something like that. But you can bring it into a jug, maybe a milk jug, a water jug, whatever, and pour that in and say, hey, serve with friends. Something I would do. I remember during Mardi Gras, I had poured some wine into a water jug or a water bottle. I didn't have couldn't bring glass around because that's something that I would do, but so I was sipping on that red wine. What brand was I having? The Liberty Creek I purchased. The Liberty Creek Founders Blend, the red blend that they do, which I'll probably review that somewhere down the road. In fact, I can get it in just about anywhere. So, nice finish again. Beef, a nice, burger, anything red, a nice, juicy, succulent, T-bone ribeye will go good with this, and again, or just like I said, sitting on the porch and just, have a couple glasses and you're good for the night, So, and again, people, like I said, stick their nose up at these styles of wines, like, oh, we don't buy this. This is just trash. It's a top wine. Believe me. Those who want their mouths about this will be the ones who will be having something like this, just to kind of make sure they want to cut the cost, and they want to break the bank. And so, I've had this before, but I've had this. I've had the Red Rose. The Red Rose I wasn't really too keen on. They have the Merlot as well. So I wasn't like a big of this style. I like the Burgundy. I like their Burgundy. I think it's really good. The Red was a bit sweet for me, as the Merlot was all right, but I would lean more towards the Colorasi brands of just table wines that I would get. But again, all depends on your budget. Liberty Creek is good. Suter Home, Breath Wine. All it is all on your budget, what you can get and you feel like want to put down. And don't dismiss these screw-off cap type wines. They're just as good as anything, standing alone. Again, it's just something to have in house in the evening, just want to sip on while you're cooking or just talking with friends. These wines are what they are. Conversational pieces, just to say, hey, start a conversation with a glass of red. So, anyway, won't go on. Again, very good. Not great, but a good solid Burgundy. So, I will give the score a B+ for this one. So 8.7 score for the Livingston Cellars Burgundy. If you see it, grab it, enjoy it. John is up here at the Beer Round, and keep on watching as always. Cheers. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love Burgundy.